Speed is not the only thing that matters when you need money fast. What it costs you and how you pay it back matters even more. Here's how to get funded quickly without putting your business in the worst spot. So let's get into it. Every business owner hits it at some point. A stretch where the money comes in doesn't quite line up with the money going out. A big client pays late. A slow season lands harder than you expected. A surprise expense shows up. Payroll is due, rent is due, and the timing is just not working. That gap is a cash flow problem, and the funding that fills it in is called working capital. So let's define it clearly. Working capital is simply the money your business uses to cover everyday operations, payroll, rent, inventory, supplies, utilities, the ordinary cost of keeping your doors open and your business running. When you have plenty of it, things feel smooth. When it runs low every week, feels like a scramble. Here is what I want you to understand today. When cash flow gets tight, you do have options to bring in capital fast, but the speed of the money is not the only thing that matters. What the money costs you and how you have to pay it back can either carry you through the rough patch or push you deeper into the hole. So I am going to walk you through the real options, what they actually cost, and how to avoid the traps. So stay with me because this one can genuinely protect your business. And if at any point you feel like that you are the one in a tight spot right now and you need someone to look at your situation with clear eyes, do not make the decision alone. Click the link below, book your 15-minute fundability call, and we will look at your options and help you avoid any expensive mistakes. The link is right in the description or right below this video. So let's start with the options, right? From the smartest down to the ones you need to be careful with. Option 1, a business line of credit. I made a whole video on this and for good reason. A line of credit is one of the best tools for cash flow gaps. It covers you for cash flow gaps because you only draw what you need and you only pay for what you use. The catch is that the best time to set one up is before you are in a desperate situation. So if you already have a line in place, a tight week is no big deal. You draw it to cover it, you pay it back. If you do not have one yet, this is your reminder to put one in place while your business is healthy so it is there the next time you need it, okay? Now, option 2, a term loan for working capital. This is a lump sum that you pay back over a set period with a predictable payment amount, right? A working capital term loan can be solid. It can be a solid option when you have a clear need and you want a steady, fixed repayment instead of a revolving balance like a business line of credit. The key is making sure the payment fits comfortably inside your cash flow. Okay. Now, option 3 is an SBA backed working capital, right? You have options with this as well. This is the one that a lot of owners overlook when they are in a hurry. There are SBA programs designed to provide working capital, and because they are backed by the Small Business Administration, they often come with longer terms and lower costs than the fast money options. They are not always the fastest to fund, but if your need itself is not a same-day emergency, the savings can be massive. I am going to come back to this because this is where owners leave a lot of money on the table. Now, option 4. The fast money products you need to be careful with. Now, I have to be real with you because I care more about your business than just telling you about any type of loan, right? What am I trying to say here? I care more about your business than about telling you what you want to hear, guys. There's a category of funding that markets itself on speed, right? Cash in your account in 24 to 48 hours, minimum paperwork, easy approval. And when you are stressed and the bills are due, that sounds like a lifeline. Sometimes it is the right tool for a true short-term gap. But here's what you have to understand. This kind of fast money often comes at a much higher cost than people realize, and the repayment can be aggressive, sometimes pulling from your account daily or weekly. So if you take it without understanding what it really cost you, you can find yourself in a cycle where the repayment itself creates a new cash flow problem. And then some owners take out a second one just to cover the first one, and that is how good businesses get into serious trouble. I'm not telling you to never use it. I am just telling you to never use it blind. I never use it in a pure panic. There is almost always a better path if you have someone in your corner who knows the landscape. That is exactly why this call exists, right? It's a business fundability call. It's only 15 minutes. Click it. You should find it here, the link below this video, guys. Now, first, let me look at the offer with you when you sign. It's only 15 minutes, like I mentioned before, because a lot of money and a lot of stress, right? That is what business owners are up under. Now, let's talk about how to actually get approved for working capital, because preparation is what makes speed possible. The owners who get funded fast are the ones who are organized. Here are the steps, and here is what helps, okay? Clean business bank statements. Lenders move fast when your statements show steady deposits and healthy activity. Your bank statements tell a story, guys. I always say this, so keep that story strong. A legitimate business setup, a proper entity, an EIN, a dedicated business banking account, all makes you look like a real fundable business. So knowing your numbers, be ready to speak to your monthly revenue and your time in business without scrambling for the answers. A clear reason for the funding. Lenders are more comfortable when you can clearly explain what the money is for and how it keeps your business, okay? And how it helps your business, okay? When you show you are organized, you do not just get approved faster, you get better options because you look like less of a risk. Now, let me give you the strategy, okay? I want you to actually follow when cash flow gets tight. First, do not panic and apply, okay? Desperation is the most expensive emotion in business. The moment you apply from panic, you stop comparing options and you grab whatever is fastest, and fastest is rarely cheapest. Second, separate the true emergency from the rough patch. Is this the same day the lights are going out tomorrow situation, or is this a tight few weeks that you can plan around? The answer changes which tool makes sense. A rough patch gives you room to use a lower cost option. Okay. A genuine emergency narrows the field, but even then you want guidance. Third, look at the full cost, not just the payment of the speed. Ask what the money costs in total. Ask how the repayment works. Ask, is there a penalty for paying it off early? Understand the deal before you take the deal. Fourth, think one step ahead. The goal is not just to survive this week. The goal is to get through this and come out stronger with the right funding tools in place so that the next tight stretch never feels like an emergency again. Okay? And that forward planning is part of what most owners miss when they are stressed. On the fundability call, we will do just that, okay? So just click the link below, set that up, all right? Now, cash flow gaps are not a sign that your business is failing. Every business, even big successful ones, deal with timing gaps between money in and money out. The difference between the owners who thrive and the owners who struggle is not whether they hit the rough patches, it is how they handle them. The owners who struggle, wait until the last minute, panic and grab the most expensive money available. The owners who thrive plan ahead, keep their books clean, set up flexible funding before they need it. And when a gap shows up, they handle it calmly with the right tool at the right cost. I want you in that second group. Okay. And the move that gets you there is simple. Stop trying to figure this out on your own in a moment of stress and start working with someone who can look at your whole picture and help you fund your business the correct way. So here's your next best move. If cash flow is tight right now, or you just want to make sure you are never caught off guard again, click the link below and book your 15-minute fundability call. We will look at your situation, walk you through real options, and help you get the capital you need without expensive mistakes. The link is right below this video. I look forward to chatting with you, and I look forward to seeing you on the funding side. Let's get it. Let's go.